Grace at Wescal has been tasked with creating an organizational chart for Acme widgets. Wow, such a confusing list. Who reports to whom? How can Grace convey this list of names in a way that makes sense to readers? The answer is SmartArt, which is Microsoft's intelligent way of adding diagrams to your Office documents. SmartArt is adaptive. Word works with you to create and adjust any graphic of your choice. These pre-designed templates can include picture placeholders, shapes, and text boxes, providing you with a framework to enter many types of information. Like other objects, SmartArt designs coordinate with your current theme. There are also many different design, color, and layout options available so that you can choose the right style for each document. To add SmartArt to a document, click to place your cursor where you want the diagram to appear. Click Insert, then SmartArt. The Choose a SmartArt graphic dialog box will open. You have a wide variety of graphics to choose from here. A list presents blocks of information. A process outlines different steps of workflows. A cycle can show a continuous sequence of steps. Hierarchy SmartArt is very useful for creating diagrams such as organizational charts. A relationship graphic shows how different elements are connected to each other. The matrix will illustrate how different parts relate to the whole. A pyramid presents proportional relationships. The food pyramid would be an example of this. A picture SmartArt graphic lists all diagram types that include image placeholders. And you can also choose from Office.com graphics. Let's return to Grace's document to see which type of SmartArt she used for the organization's employee list. Grace selects the hierarchy option and now has the choice of various different types of organizational charts. She's going with the option called Names and Title Organizational Chart for now. On selection, the SmartArt Diagram tab will appear. To add text to the diagram, click where it says Text and type. In this case, Grace will enter the name of the CEO at the top of the hierarchy. She checks who is next in line, and that appears to be the VP of Sales, whose name is Temple. So Grace will input this name next. Microsoft Word will adjust the size of the text in the diagram as you add more text to these shapes. Note that different diagrams support different numbers of shapes and subshapes. Word will let you know if you exceed the supported amount. You can change the color of your shape on the SmartArt Design tab. Grace is going to choose a more colorful layout here. You can also change elements of individual shapes within the larger shape. For example, if you navigate to the Format tab and select an individual shape in a chart, you can then apply a particular style to that shape. Your options for different effects are the same as those for other types of shapes and images. Grace is trying out a couple of 3D angles here. Adding visuals such as photos, icons, or pictures can elevate your SmartArt and help with the reader's understanding of the content. If you would like to add photos, images, or icons to your SmartArt, you can simply choose one of the picture chart options on the SmartArt Design tab. To change an existing image, right-click and select Change Graphic from the drop-down menu. The CEO is at the top of the hierarchy, so maybe a chair icon would look good here. There's no image yet in the place for the VP of Sales, whose name is Wyatt. To add a picture here, simply click on the shape. You can now insert pictures from a file saved on your computer, or you can choose from icons from stock or online images. Since Wyatt is VP of Sales, let's search for a chart-style image. If you would like to add more people to your chart, simply go to the Add Shape menu on the left-hand side of the SmartArt Design tab. As you know, you can type the text directly into the shape, but this text pane feature gives you the option of typing your text here instead. Sometimes you might find it quicker to use the text pane instead of typing into the shape itself. Selecting Promote or Demote changes the placement of a particular shape within the hierarchy. Similarly, the right to left and move up or move down options swap the placement of the shapes around. The Layouts group can change the layout of the selected graphic. Back on the Format tab, you have a range of styling options. You can change the background color of the shape, format your text as word art, control the size of your shape, and add alt text. If you wish to reset your graphic to its original format, simply go to the SmartArt Design tab and select this reset option at the right-hand side of the ribbon. Let's take a look at how Grace's organizational chart is coming along. This format is known as a labeled hierarchy, and this one is called a horizontal labeled hierarchy. You can also add some interesting 3D dimensional effects. This format is known as a 3D brick scene. In this lesson, you explored some of the different types of illustrations that you can add to Microsoft Word documents. We covered text boxes, shapes, word art, drop caps, and SmartArt. You should now feel comfortable adding these types of graphics to any document. In fact, you might quite enjoy it.